Hey there, welcome back to another Always Inspect Your Reman Pumps video. So I have a whole bunch of videos in this kind of quasi-series, and I can't emphasize how important it is to take apart the pumps you buy and make sure that they're actually remanufactured and or new as advertised. So we're going back together with a 2002 47RE. It goes behind a 5.9 Cummins diesel, and we have the old pump here to the right so that we can compare. So what we're going to do is I want to unbox this. It's a Transstar pump, remanufactured, and we're going to go through it visually, physically, and also do some gear clearance measurements. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it open. Actually, the first thing I'll do is do a box shake. Alright, I mean, you can tell it's not packed super well. You can hear it banging against the underside of the box here, inside of the top cover. So anytime you have that, I mean, you always run the risk of having the pump damaged or whatever damaged in transit, Lord knows. Shipping companies don't handle things with kid gloves. So a little bit of packing material in there, but not a whole lot. Alright, we'll look the pump over real quick. It has a new front seal installed. It appears to have a new bushing, but we'll confirm that once we get it apart. What you see here is kind of typical. So most pumps will not provide all of the bolts. They're not necessarily bolt-in ready. Alright, we'll take a quick gander at the bushing. Bushing seems like it's in good shape. We'll check the sealing ring surfaces here, inner diameter for our input shaft. Looking for ring cut, just run your finger all the way around while you're visually inspecting it. This pump looks okay. You could see witness marks, but I can't feel anything, no grooving or anything like that. Alright, let's go ahead and get it apart. So 1/2 inch. Alright, so let's check the working surfaces here on the stator and then in the gear pocket. Alright, superficially looks okay. Compare it to the old one, you want to make sure that it is identical in every respect. So the old one is in my left hand, the new one is in my right hand. Okay, so we have check balls in the exact same location, or you know, sealing balls or whatever you want to call them. End caps. Again, you want to make sure that everything is the same. Alright, check the splines here. Check the stator shaft, the exterior. There might be a little bit of gunk in this bleed hole right here. Maybe not, let's see. Yeah, a little bit. So we'll have to more closely inspect that, but I think I got most of it out. Alright, now what I want to do is perform a true check, for lack of a better term, a flatness check. I want to make sure this working surface is 100% flat, because if it's not, we're going to create inefficiencies in you know, pump production, volume production. So that's no good. Alright, I'm going to change camera angle a little bit so you can see it edge on, be eye level. so that we can go ahead and put a straight edge, and then what I'll do is I'll shine a flashlight underneath of it, and if you can see any light coming in from underneath the straight edge, we know that the pump there is not flat. All right, I could see a sliver of light coming right through this section here. I'm gonna take a 1/1000 feeler gauge, see if I could slip it underneath. If I can, then this pump's going back in the box. I mean, we'll do the checks on the body, but for all intents and purposes, it would not work for us. But I can't get this to go at all. All right, I'm gonna try it over here. And I'm seeing a little bit more light coming right under this area here. So about a 1/2 thousandth of an inch is probably going to be your tolerance limit on any pump like this, because once you bolt the pump down or you marry the two halves and you torque everything to spec, you know, if you're only talking about a few 10,000ths of an inch, that's going to probably get taken up, and that should not affect the pump's ability to function and perform the way it's supposed to. So I cannot slip a 1/1000 feeler gauge underneath of here. So I'm going to say it's probably fine. One thing I am noticing now is these splines have a little bit more wear to them than the other pump. Let me zoom back out these two where you can see them, and then we'll zoom in. I'm not sure if I like that wear. Alright, we're going to pick you back up so that we can do our clearance checks on the body. Alright, so you're going to kind of do the same comparison that you did with the stator shafts. You're going to do with the bodies themselves. Like, superficially, this pump looks cleaner than this pump, but superficial is, you know, only part of the equation, so to speak. And this pump's a little dirty, so maybe I'll throw in the jet wash. But first thing we want to do is visually inspect our working surfaces and check to see if a new bushing has been installed. So we have a new bushing installed. It is not staked, but it is installed. Alright, the working surfaces look pretty clean. By eye, they look pretty clean. We'll compare it to the old pump. The old pump has a little bit more wear, not terribly so. But the main problem with that pump is that its clearance for the gears pretty high. So 1 to 2 thousandths is the spec that basically you want to manage to. Up to 3 thousandths is probably okay. Any more than that, then it becomes, again, a volumetric efficiency and performance issue. Alright, so I have my little handy dandy straight edge for, you know, pumps that have recessed pockets like this. So we'll go ahead and see if we can fit a straight edge 1/1000 of an inch thick. Well, first let me rotate the gears. Okay, they seem to rotate just fine. Alright, do the best you can to try to hold it level. Okay, this is dragging a little bit, which is perfectly fine. And I think official book spec is something like 75 10,000ths to 2,000ths. So this pump should be fine, at least the body. Alright, so you'll note here on the gear, there is a little chamfer, and then on the side that faces toward the torque converter, there's a much wider bevel. Alright, the next test I'm going to perform is the seating test. I want to confirm that the bushing is to spec. So I'm going to bring the torque converter over and we'll go ahead and seat this thing and see if there's any issues or not. Alright, just carefully slide it on. Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm lifting up a little bit as I'm spinning it, because the converter is not going to be such that, you know, the body is literally all the way against it when it's in the vehicle. There's going to be a little bit of clearance. Okay, so I'm satisfied that bushing's installed correctly, the seal likewise, and get this converter out of the way. There's one more gear clearance check that I need to show you, and that is side clearance. Alright, so the spec here on the low side is 2 thou, and on the high side is 7 thou. So I'm going to just start right at 7/1000ths. And that's a spec that's given between the gears. And presumably the inner diameter of the pocket and outer diameter of the driven gear. So I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get a feeler gauge at all between the gears. So I'm going to try 2/1000ths and see if I can get it between the driven gear and the inner diameter of that pocket. There's 2/1000ths. And that goes in no problem. So we're going to go 7/1000ths. And we obviously don't want this going in without a problem. We want to make sure that this actually doesn't go in at all, ideally. Okay, so it's not going to fit. So the body is in spec. I'm not a fan of the stator. So what I think I'm going to do is have this turned. And I'm going to turn that stator back in as part of the core for this body, made it together. And I think that's how we're going to proceed here. Alright, let me think if there's anything else I want to touch on with these pumps. I don't think so. Here's a look at the splines again. Yeah, I mean, they're noticeably visually worn down relative to the original Stator. So we're going to reject this half of the pump. I'm going to talk to my supplier to see if maybe they have another Reman pump that I can just swap the Stator. Otherwise, I'm going to have that machined, you know, this pump here, or this Stator support assembly there, and I'll just put a new bushing in it and be done. Alright guys, I think I covered everything I'm going to cover with these pumps. So again, always inspect your Reman pumps. Make sure that you give them a very careful visual physical inspection. Make sure you check clearances where applicable, and that you test fit the pump on the converter if you have the converter handy. And don't use your old converter because the journal may be scored up. You know, the hub, you don't want to take a chance on tearing the seal or the bushing in your Reman or new pump. So always have a new converter or a checking tool available. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Any questions, comments, go ahead and leave them below. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day or evening, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.